And here we are, Wing the Sports. I have my good cousin, dear to my heart, Zephaniah Smalley, attended Carter High, Alcorn State. He's assistant principal out at Denton, what school?
Braswell.
Yeah, Braswell.
Braswell. And,
Bengals.
we're finna dig a little bit into this history of this brave and historic Carter Cowboy. And let's just start, man. You went to a school with people made a movie of. Maybe one day make one of DeSoto. Who knows? We can.
Yeah.
It's but how was it? Going to Carter at the time, because I know it came with expectations.
Crazy, man. Crazy. I don't even know where to start or how long I can talk. I can say, and I don't want to answer your question before you have them, but being at Carter, man, like you just felt the tradition, positive and negative, right? So back then you would walk in the Carter Fieldhouse and they would have 5x7s of everybody that went to college. Like they 5x7s just like line, like as you walk into the locker room, like where the varsity locker room is, like you just see all these 5x7s, and so you seeing Notre Dame, USC, Oklahoma, like you seeing every major
that's beautiful,
maybe major university, man, and you just think in your mind like that's gonna be me. Like there's no doubt about it, like no doubt in my mind, like my 5x7 gonna be up there, and it's gonna be Texas, it's gonna be Oklahoma State. Like you just believe that, like all of us just believed it. So that's the positive side. A little bit of the negative is sometimes you wonder as you walk in there, like why aren't more of these guys in the NFL? Right? Why didn't Carter win more championships? And why aren't more of these guys in the NFL like that? Just
the talent was there.
Yeah. So I would say on the positive side, man, is there was never a doubt in my mind that I was going to play college football. Like it just wasn't. And I didn't realize how rare that was until I got to college. Right. And you play with guys, I'm the first person, you know what I mean, from my town, get a college scholarship. And I'm like, what? Nah. Yeah, because you don't realize that it's rare to have that many people that you know and play with, like go play college football. Like you don't even realize how much of a small percentage. I didn't realize how much of a small percentage it is just because I was just so used to. And then, even knowing y'all and then y'all doing it, like it's everybody know for the most part who are good. Like if you started and I knew you growing up, like you got college scholarship. Like
and it's still like that in this same neighborhood though. And that's the thing, like I know you say you don't want to answer some questions, but that movie when it showed the bad side, when they was fighting for them to be eligible and they out robbing people, I felt like that was the turning point, because those numbers could have been even more. Those NFL prospects could have been even higher, because like I was saying, we was talking earlier that I brought you to SFA with us for spring break, and I know that would influence so many other kids being on those campuses, seeing their cousins play, their family members. And it's just like, that kind of took a turn for the worse right there. But,
and we deal with this today, right? So that experience of being down there and like y'all going to class, it's like, college is school, but not really. Like that college is school, but you don't think about doing schoolwork, right? You think about going to play college sports, like that's not something you think about. So just watching y'all go to class and library and stuff like that was just kind of like, oh, okay, this is another level to it.
Like, did we get y'all, like, what did y'all eat at? Because we were staying on campus the first time.
I remember eating. All right, you showed me something. I don't even know if it's like this in Nacogdoches. I don't remember which trip it was. Well, I remember eating in the student union. I remember eating fast food in the room. One of those trips down there, I remember being there long enough to know you knew every special day So it'd be like McDonald's got such and such for $2 for $4 on this day. This restaurant over here got 15-cent wings on this.
That's college right there, baby.
On this day.
College, they got those specials every day of the week. They got those specials.
Yeah, somebody had a special.
So like Thursday $1 burgers, like yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's good stuff. DT, what you got, man?
Shoot, man, I'm a fly on the wall right here, man. It's great to hear. You know, I had some aunties and uncles that went to Carter and some other Dallas schools. So, I mean, it's just good to hear some alum, you know, talk about, you know, walking the halls and the influence. Because Carter is a historic, you know, high school, man. It can be infamous, but I think as the time wears on, I think that infamy kind of wears down, and I think that gold is starting to shine again on it. It's kind of looped this way around because one of my favorite players from Carter was Thomas Hill.
Okay.
And man, I just because he went to A&M, and I don't even like A&M, but just watching that dude because he was a running back, right? I'm not making this up, right?
Yeah.
And that boy was just. Man, he was unreal at A&M. He played for the Chiefs, I want to say.
Oh, you talking about
I could have the name wrong.
Yeah, it was.
Last name is Hill. First name might be something different.
Okay. I may have the first name wrong, but I mean, just you know, Carter. I think if you're in Dallas and you are you know, a football player, come on, man, you know about Carter High School.
Yeah.
Well, DT. I mean, that's where I grew up. Like I knew everybody over there, and I'm gonna have Jesse Warren on the show later. I got in touch with him not too long ago, but I remember he about to blitz on the edge, and Coach Washington yelling like, "Watch out for number 98!" And we looking, he just waving at us like, "Yeah, because I'm coming." Like it was hilarious.
Yeah, I think
last time I seen him got too. But
yeah,
man, I grew up with them.
Greg Hill.
There it is. There it is.
And
is Thomas Hill the Lancaster dude?
I think
is that the Lancaster Hooper?
I'm not sure. But I know for a fact with y'all numbers going down, you know, Oak Cliff numbers going down, Kimberly numbers going down. I mean, and that's Cedar Hill, Duncanville, DeSoto getting all that love. You know, everybody that moved out to them suburbs, and Sock doing their thing, but then Cedar Hill, Duncanville, DeSoto, and then Lancaster getting that love too. Like,
that's the thing. DeSoto is down and Lancaster is up. Yeah. Numbers wise. Well, Lancaster just moved 6A.
Yeah, like everybody numbers scholarship. I'm like, I mean, you can't go wrong either school.
Man, that's how I root for him. I root for Duncanville and DeSoto like it's Carter.
Yeah, it's man. It's.
I mean, the people I went to school with, where their kids go to school, that's where they go to school.
Exactly. That's why I'm just saying. You know, they just move right on the other side of 20, and the best games I ever went to wasn't college game, was Carter and Kimball basketball games, man. In 9-5, not like them. Those games, man. I never seen a live crowd where students are FU, they came right back. I'm like, I'm coming from SFA. I'm coming from Nacogdoches. I gotta be there. I gotta see this live.
Spragg, man. I'm Spragg. We was going to high school, man. Right there. We up in that mud like we went there.
Man, like you talking about it. There's I got a coworker, and he's an older guy. He probably 20 years older than me, and he was talking to me about the Carter relays. He coached at Longview. He like, man, we used to love coming up there to the Carter relays, man. Like,
and you know what's special about the Carter relays was like sometimes they had like junior high run, and they had the old school cats run too.
Yeah, and Carter shootout. You're right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's had them masters.
Yeah, hey, man, it was like it was an event. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just a typical, track meet. It was an event. So yeah, people. And
that was a play. You had to be there, man. That was some heat. That was, man.
I want to say I had
why even be on the track team if you want to go on the Carter shootout? That's how I felt.
Yeah.
I had my only photo finish was at the Carter shootout. Well, second place. Second place. Paco got first. but I got second in
Like,
that thing. But
I was younger than y'all, but watching y'all run, man, and I just remember names, man. Like I don't even know why I remember. It was a dude named Sham from Kimball that ran the 400, right? You talking about Montreal Flowers, right? You talking about, man, like some dudes, some legends,
some blazers. They had it, and Sham, I got with him. He gonna come on with us too. Good friend of mine. But what I was gonna say? Let me see. So okay. Freddie James, Coach James, did he ever come back up there and visit the school?
Yeah, man. James, man, Freddie James used to come up, man. And he just have like, I don't know, man, like the Godfather, man. He just got open. Anytime he came to practice, like it don't matter what we was doing, what drill, team, inside. If he wanted to talk to us, like we just stopped and he talked. He'll come teach us a play. Like it's this play called Carter Special Pass. They talked about it a little bit on the documentary and the movie, but it's the play that where Jesse Armstead was playing tight end, that the play that they caught to actually beat Odessa Permian in the semis. And all it is you line up at tight end on the right. It's a fake run. He actually falls down, like do a belly flop, falls and then does like a cross behind the line, and you throw it to him or whatever. So he would teach us that, and he talked for like 30 minutes. But now,
my good friend Hooks came on. He did that same play at SFA. And he talked to we called it Wi-Fi. The same exact play.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so he would come around and talk, man, and just a great guy. He was always wildly respected. I've never heard one negative thing about Freddie James, man. Yeah.
So did the movie depict what would you say? Fairly yay, nay? What do you think?
I think he did a good job. It actually like do some stuff like that you don't notice. If you go back and watch that movie and he's chewing a sucker, you can see him. He has a blow pop in his mouth. It's either a blow pop or a Tootsie Pop. I think it's a blow pop.
It's a blow pop.
Yeah, so the story goes that's what Freddie James used to stop smoking cigarettes. So he would start eating blow pops. And so he didn't always have one in his mouth, but the game would get stressful.
Yeah, okay.
feeling like smoking.
I did remember that too. I did remember that one thing about him. Like, man, like why was he always? I mean, that was just his thing. Cause a lot of people eat candy. Like I remember Lamar Odom. That's your guy, DT. Like he was just a candy guy. If I remember.
Yeah, everybody.
That's all he did. And I want to say, what's that boy DK Metcalf? Y'all heard his diet?
I heard it was crazy.
This boy, like, say he gonna go work out in the morning, go get a coffee, get like 2 bags of Skittles, drink water, and that's it. Like what? Like puzzling.
How you do that and look like that?
Puzzling. Right. It's gonna catch up to him. All right.
Cavities.
Cavities.
Okay.
Like
Alcorn, home of the right. Let's talk. How was it been playing for the HBCU, man?
Man, I got a story. I don't like to tell it because it kind of shows some bad character that I had.
You're not the same young man no more.
Man, so remember I was talking to y'all about just what I thought of my athletic ability because I went to Carter. Man,
okay.
So I'm going through the recruiting process and I am just waiting, like in my mind, on the low end, like Rice, right? So I'm just waiting on like USC or, I'm just waiting on something. I don't know no better. I don't know that I'm a small center. I don't know that 6 foot. Like I don't even know none of this. Right?
That's beyond you.
just in my mind, like I'm gonna sign a scholarship to a top D1 school.
I don't know how we wasn't communicating back then.
That's because who was it before you? Denman?
No, he played with Jonathan Scott.
What'd you say?
Denman, I can't think of his first name. Denman, when he a center,
yeah, that's why I say USC. He was small too. Like he really gave me the pipe dream. Like I'm like, oh, he played for USC. Oh yeah.
So how long, he stayed there 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to say like I remember
That's back
watching
in the day. He played off.
Okay. Damn. But I mean,
man, he just retired, man. He was coaching. Hell, he was at Carter. He went back and coached at Carter for a little bit.
Rod Hutchins. What year was Rod Hutchins? Was he a year or two ahead of you?
You
Rod
talking
Hutchins,
about
play linebacker. I coached with him.
Hudson? Man, yeah, he was a year ahead of me. You know, he went to SOC our senior year. His senior year, he went to SOC. Wait, you talking about Hutchins or Hudson?
Yeah,
Hutchins?
Rod Hutchins.
Rod Hutchins. Okay. Rod Hutchins was a year ahead of me. Yeah, he played linebacker. No, he stayed at Carter.
He went to K-State and ended up going to McMurray.
Yeah. No, man. So when Alcorn called my coach, and he was like, I don't know, I had weird recruiting rules. Like, he was at the school one day but couldn't meet me. I don't know. Like, I don't even remember. Like, I remember the rules being like very strict back then. He was on campus. He came and watched film. He talked to my coach. He couldn't talk to me for some reason, or I wasn't available. And then my coach was like, man, Alcorn, watch your film. He like your feet. Think you got good feet or whatever. He want to set up a visit. I was like, man, I'm not going to Alcorn. Like, you don't got to call me, right? Like, he called and set up the visit with my mom. Like, she all excited. I'm like, mama, man, I'm not going to that school, mom. You can talk to him. I'm not talking to him. Zach, he came to my house and I left. I did not meet him. Like, I went and did something else until he was gone. I came back. My mom was like, I don't know what. I got to ask my mom later on. Like, what did you say? Because she had, and my mom not a liar, but she had to say.
Why is this the first time I'm hearing this, man?
She had to say something. Man, I come back. She got tears in my eyes. He want to give you a full scholarship. I'm like, I'm not going to. So, long story short, the office I was waiting on didn't come. And by the grace of God and my mama, like being a good mama, not listening to me. I told this story like a month ago. Like, it's a lot of parents who do what their kids say. And it'd be like, well, my son say he not going, so, but she didn't do that, man. She talked to him. He never knew. She convinced me to take the visit out there. Took the visit, man. Again, the other office didn't come in like I thought they were. I realized the school really wanted me. Like,
that's all it takes is one.
Twice, man. He was at my school. I didn't meet him. He came to my house. I didn't meet him. From Mississippi.
Damn.
And he still offered me, man. So
that was meant for you, man. That was God. Yeah. So
all he wanted to do is tell somebody that he got a Dallas Carter center. That's all he wanted to say. He wanted to go tell his head coach, I got a center from Dallas Carter. So that was a win-win.
Hey, that's what it sounds like. It worked out. Yeah, SFA was my only offer because on my grades, like my freshman year, man, like I wasn't passing nothing. Man, that GPA messed up everything at the end. And so I think I barely had like a B average. And so, them offers weren't coming in like I thought. But I went to SFA on that half and turned it into a whole through 2 a day. So what's meant for you, within reach always.
Yeah, man. So I get out there. So here's what's funny, man. My stepdad, may he rest in peace.
Tyree.
You think a certain thing, like when you play for Carter, right? Like, I'm better than all these dudes. Like, I don't care. And so I'm on my way to school and I'm just being quiet. And my mom says, like, we like almost in Mississippi, like almost like across the bridge, like from Louisiana to Mississippi. And my mom says, why are you so quiet? And my stepdad said, he thinking about them grown men that gonna put that wood on his behind. And I wasn't, but then I was. I was like, wait. They are gonna be grown. And remember, like, I got a late birthday. I'm 17 on the way to 2 days. Like, I'm like, man, they are gonna be they are gonna be
like following out.
Some grown men. So I get out there, man, and it's just different, man. the very first thing was it wasn't SFA, and so I didn't know that it's levels, right? It's levels upon levels. The college football experiences, and I've learned now that it's worse than worse than my situation. But man, I was upset. Like I felt like they tricked me. Like the dorms and stuff we saw wasn't the dorm I lived in. Like I was like, man, this is crazy. We got community baths. Like I signed this scholarship, and the whole time I'm thinking my dorm is gonna look exactly like yours did at SFA. Like that little dorm that was by the stadium. Was it 20? Hall 20?
Hall 20.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to a Hall 20 in Mississippi.
Yeah, it's gonna be right next to the stadium.
Yeah, it's gonna be right next to the stadium. I'm gonna have my own bath. Man, I'm walking through the dorm. It's community bath. Like I'm like, man, what is this? Like I almost didn't want to take my stuff out the car. Like I'm like, man, I really want to come here, man. I'm coming here.
Appreciate the community, man.
The only reason, and I know it really was God, man. Like I'm having this experience in my mind. Like nobody knows what's going on in my head, and my mom wouldn't have took me home, no way. I'm having such a negative thought, and then I see two people that I know. I see Marco Walder, who went to Carter. And he helped me. Oh, no, man, you good. It's fine. And I see there's a quarterback named Damian Ford who played Little League basketball at MLK with my brother. And so
okay. Well, I played with him too.
Yeah, he like, nah, yeah, you did. He like, nah, man, you good. So I was like, they calm me down.
That's what's up, man.
I moved my stuff in, and so rest is history, man. And so now I'm really learning what SWAC football is, and it has improved every year. But I'm just learning, man, that it's not all the same resources. It don't look the same, and just trying to get through all of that. Meanwhile, I'm still talking to the Carter boys who did go to Texas.
And Jonathan Scott, right?
Well, Jonathan Scott wasn't there yet. Rashad Thomas was a linebacker. He was in my class.
I thought y'all came out together.
He went to Carter. And so, man, Rashad basically went to Texas with the clothes on his back. Right? He got everything provided for him when he went there. I'm over here like, man, this is crazy. Anyway, man, it was all good, man. It was an experience that I needed. Like it really does, man. And so when you get into beyond football, the college experience at a HBCU is meeting all types of Black people. Like I thought I knew what Black people was, right? I realize now that I only knew Black people from struggle. I didn't know wealthy Black people. And so I'm in school with all types. I'm in school with, your mom's a like real Bill Cosby kids. Your mom's a daughter. Your dad, your mom's a lawyer. Your dad's a doctor, right? Like wealthy kids weren't worried about money, man. Like this tripped my mind out. Like I tell people this story. Like my mom and my stepdad was sending me $40 a month, right? That's it. I'm like buying groceries and like trying to have a little food. $40 a month. The dude that lived next door to me was from Houston. I rode to the store. He had an Explorer. I rode to the Walmart with him. And like, it's crazy, man. Like we walking aisle and aisle and he's just buying stuff. Like random stuff, like lava lamps. Like random, like just random. Like I'm trying to like see how many chicken patties I'm gonna buy in a local.
Hey. You're looking at the long picture.
I know he got unlimited whatever, man. So it's the first time I saw like what Black excellence is, like families, and even educationally, man. Because you in college, so at HBCU, you just get, because everybody's Black or most of the people are Black. Like it's like, oh, I was first in my class. I'm my valedictorian. I was fifth in my class. Like just seeing all these people, man, I was like, man, like I'm barely here, right? So just like uplifting what I thought about Black people, man, like it's crazy, man. It really is like being on a different world. Like it's some negative side too, but just the positive side of seeing different type of Black people comfortable in their own skin. Like it's just amazing. Like we had a kid at the high school a couple years ago. He was like, I'm going to Jackson State. And so people like, no, he shouldn't go to Jackson State. You're not gonna fit in. I was like, you don't get it. It ain't just urban and hip hop. It's all kinds of Black people. So if he in the anime, if he in the whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like it's all. It really is all types of Black people, man. And it's
people speaking on stuff what they don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, that's good. So, how did you feel when Dion went there?
Man, I loved it, man. Like it's weird, man. That was this whole that Dion thing. It was a whole like fracture, just like the country's fractured 50-50. SWAC and HBCU alumni was split, and so everybody that's from the Dallas area who's seen Dion since the truth.
Yeah, they was
all the way up through, all the way up to being, at the private school in Cedar Hill. Like we were like, oh no, man, Dion good dude. Like Dion really do this for kids. Like we all got a story of somebody that like you see prime time and it does like it from the outside look like it's all about self. I know multiple kids that he helped that he ain't have to look at these kids. Like he don't like we see like the top athletes on TV and All Americans, but I know a personal story about a quarterback that I know. Like Dion didn't have to talk to this kid, like, and so I'm like, nah, man, he a good dude. Like what he say he doing is what he doing. Nah, man, I told you he was gonna leave. He all about him. Blah 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 blah. I loved it, man. I loved the eyes. I
loved it too.
I was hoping they would see the positive. I was hoping they would see the negative and fix it. Like I was there for it all.
And I was mad he left too, but for them to like steal his stuff at halftime and rob his car, like man, like y'all made him leave.
Yeah.
Like y'all didn't make him feel just how you felt like, oh, I see Black excellence. Like he didn't see all of that you experienced. He had a different experience, and that's the sad part. But
man, part of it too, man, is so you know how it is at every college campus, you deal with the locals, right?
SED.
You deal with people who your age, but they ain't in college. And some of them are haters, man. And so I would say you see the worst of that at your HBCUs that are near larger cities. And Jackson's not a big city, but it's the biggest city in Mississippi. And so I think you see the worst of that at times at Jackson because, Alcorn is in the middle of nowhere. So our locals, it ain't that many of them. It's like 2 stoplight towns. So, but I think, at Texas Southern, at Prairie View, and at Jackson State, sometimes you see that negative, but it ain't the students. It's just a large population of locals near those schools, and they want to,
it makes so much more sense.
Yeah,
but still, they gotta like the locker room. That stuff, guys. They cannot get in that locker room. They cannot. That part, that's unacceptable to me.
Yeah,
but I think we did it to ourselves, and I really would have loved him to been there longer than he did. But hey, it is what it is. He went to Colorado. When we're gonna get to see, do we think he's gonna stay there? Or do we think he's gonna leave? Anybody got an opinion?
I think he there, man. I don't think it's the Cowboys. Now I heard the Raiders reached out too, so I don't know about that.
I saw that too. That's what I'm saying. Y'all think he stay? Y'all think he leave?
I don't know, man. It depends on how that conversation go with Jerry. If he can beat Bill Parcells.
Well, I think he want to coach his kids too, but how he gonna make all that happen? He could probably get the safety, but Shador, I don't know what grade is he getting, because you hear people saying he ain't getting no round 1 grade, but I thought that's what he was getting.
I don't know, man. People talking about a Titans trade that would get them to pick to get him. I don't know. It's a lot of speculation. A lot of speculation, man. Again, your mind can change, and that's another thing too about being as famous as Dion is everything you have ever said is on record. So if you change your mind, people gonna say you lied, which now
opportunity.
He not worried about that though. I don't think Dion.
He had said that it's hard for him. Like this is like pre Jackson State, I want to say, or I know pre Colorado, just him not wanting to coach pros. He said the first thing he said was, "I'm not coaching nobody that make more than me," and two,
that's not true.
Yeah, not no more.
What up, Pee-wee?
But then he said, just talking about coaching, he knowing that you're growing kids when you coach in high school and college, and then having to talk to a pro that not showing up for stuff but making $20 million. He like, I can't, I can't do that. So I don't know. Like I say, it can change, man. Opportunity can change. He probably never thought in his wildest dream that he can coach his sons in the NFL. So I think that might be possible.
I want him to stay in Colorado. I want him to stay in
I do too.
All right.
I like what he's doing.
One question: when you was playing the HBCUs, and we would talk on the phone every now and then, you'd be like, "Man, I played at giant stadiums. It was this class," and I was like, "What?" Like,
hey, man, that's the best part. Like HBCU classes is the best part. Yeah, I played at Giant Stadium. We went to New Jersey. When I was a GA, I mean, I played in the old Ram Stadium
in St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis. Like that's Saturday.
That's downtown. I like stadiums that are downtown. That was nice right there.
Man, that was the coolest one because it's downtown and it's right across the street from their baseball at the time. So like like you walked into downtown St. Louis and you can see the baseball park, man. That was real cool. We played there when I was
the arches. You see everything they talk about in St. Louis.
Yeah, when I was a GA, we went to DC and played in the Redskins back then. Now the Commanders played in the Redskins Stadium. So yeah, man, it was cool, man.
Hey, man, because I was like, what? I never forgot that. I was like, damn. So that was one time I was jealous. Like, damn, I would have loved to do that. I'm trying to think the biggest stadium we probably played in it. McNeese. I can't think of no big stadium.
I played
at SFA. Like we didn't play no. I didn't play no 1A, no Division 1A schools back then. We played Utah State. That's what we played.
Okay.
Logan.
Cause they was in y'all conference, right?
Yeah, them fans crazy. Them the craziest fans we've ever been around.
Man,
they're crazy, boy.
Hey, that's when we had Coach Schultz, right? That was my senior year.
That's when he left North Texas. He was in North Texas.
We had Coach Schultz, right? And so we had pregame meal, and that was probably the worst pregame meal I ever had, man. I was like
food's pretty bad.
I was like, man, it's bland. Like, I don't see no season. Like, man, Coach Schultz like, tastes like Mom used to make. Oh, man, we died laughing, man. Like, come on, Coach.
That's hilarious.
Man, who you telling, man? You don't forget stuff like that.
Yeah, they food's bad.
Man, like we
you went there twice. I went there once.
Who else was? I think it was McNeese. Who else was anybody else in y'all conference from Louisiana? I know Southeast Louisiana joined later. Were they in the conference?
Nichols and Northwestern State.
Okay.
Yeah, and what I'm gonna say? We played Monroe. Man, I always had good games in Louisiana. I want to say I had an 11 catch game in McNeese. I had like 8 catch, 1 touchdown game in Monroe. Like I had even touchdown like 67 some yard against in Northwest. Like, man, if I played Louisiana, I had a good game, man. I should have went to school in Louisiana. Crazy. But,
man, I enjoy coming to watch you play, man. I got a whole lot of memories, man.
Man, I felt like I let you down, man. I feel a different story.
What?
Okay,
wait, what?
So SFA didn't have a lot of TV games, right? but you would always, you were more like I groomed Zeph, y'all. Y'all don't really understand. He was like my little bro. So, if whatever football thing that I was doing, I could bring him to, he was right there. So, I didn't have to have that experience with my little brother because, he was too young. But Zeph, he was like my little bro. So I kind of groomed him. Him and Narada, because Narada was 1 year younger than you.
Yeah.
So both of them, they end up going to play college ball. Narada at East Tennessee or Middle Tennessee. It was Eastern Tennessee. Tennessee State. Yeah, the other black school. But I groomed them and shoot. Who did you play Little League for?
I played for Turnkey Boys Club.
Hold up, Howland Hills. What up?
What boys club did you go to?
Tioga, man. You know about Tioga.
What boy? Did you go to the boys club about that too?
Yeah, Turnkey Boys Club.
Turnkey?
Yeah.
No, you was in Singing Hills.
You talking to me?
That one too.
Yeah, you Mo. I thought you.
Oh no, I played for the 49ers, Oak Cliff.
Oh, okay. And okay. Y'all played Redbird. That's what I remember. I was thinking y'all played against Redbird.
Cowboys, yeah.
Hey man, Zeph used to play D-line and running back.
Hey, fullback, man. They let that. Hey man, people don't leave. Hey man, my 1 year I got to tote the rock, man. I got to carry. Hey, let the chubby boy shine, man.
I loved it, man. My little cuz run toting that rock like that. All right. Let me see where I'm at, man. Well, yeah, man. I love that you got to play in those classics. I was jealous of you. And I want to say one other time, I want to give my good coaching friend, Wayne Ingram, he was at PV. And when they broke that damn losing streak, man, I was so proud of PV, man. Like, everybody told my man, let's go down there. I was like, if we'd have went down there, it'd been, bananas. But, like, I was so proud of them. So those were the two proudest moments, I was like, HBCU that really made me think, like, man, I wonder what it would have been like to go to HBCU. You playing in those classes like that. Because
I thought you was there because they broke it against us.
No. I wasn't. I went to, that was the next year I went. Oh, because they must have broke it at y'all stadium.
No, they broke it. I don't know which street. Okay. They broke it. It might have been the conference streak they broke against us. They might have won. They won the game. Like they had a long. I think they won. They broke the conference streak against us. Yeah,
okay.
That's what
because
it was.
The game me and Bobby went to, I want to say, he might have talking about they went bananas. She went to PV.
Carried it to the presidential yard, huh?
Yeah, the game me and Bobby went to, we was like, it wasn't that big of a crowd. And
yeah, it was
like,
cold.
Damn, man, how we gonna know where Zeph is? And we looking, and all of a sudden, you remember what you did? That boy walked by, like chunking up the dudes. Yeah, what's up, fellas? I see. It was like, there we go. We see my boy, and we knew what to look at for the rest of the game. But yeah, that was the only time I got to see you play in college, man. When y'all played at PV.
That wasn't a good one either, man.
Hey, it wasn't even about that. It was just about supporting you at that point.
I know, that's one thing. What's crazy is I told this story. Like these stories are not about me, but it's more of a coincidence because it's not nothing I did on purpose. Like we do an HBCU panel every year at the school, talk to the kids about HBCUs, and we do a panel. And I told this story, and they asked me to tell it every year. So I said, man, I said my uncle went to Prairie View to run track. I said, and then there's a gap, obviously. And then I said, I went to Alcorn. And so a lot of times a lot of my family came to see was when we played at Texas Southern and at Prairie View. And I said, I didn't realize this until recently. But man, how many cousins did we have go to Prairie View and Texas Southern after me? It's crazy. It's like 6.
Yeah.
When you think about it, it was like, you like the HBCU Harriet Tubman? I was like, no.
Yeah, because what? Like that. And Deidre.
Yeah. Kiana, Kashana, Aunt Susan.
Hey, I love it.
See,
Mo even went to PV for a minute. It's great. Yeah, I didn't think about that until those moments, because I want to say, like you, I had the big head. I wanted to go to the big schools. I want to say my first day of recruiting, Vanderbilt called me. I was at my pop's house. They called me over there. I'm like, oh yeah, and SFA ended up being the only one in recruitment, but they was in the playoffs. I wanted to be a part of that, and yeah, I didn't think nothing about no HBCU until those moments. Like, damn, what ifs? But that's another day for another dollar.
You did right, man. You did good.
All right, let's move to the college football, man. What y'all think? Any stories? Because I know ain't nobody picking Notre Dame. Anybody picking Notre Dame?
I'm going with them.
Y'all?
Yes.
I don't trust Ryan Day.
Man, I think Chip Kelly figured something out. Like, I think this is the best we're gonna see of Chip Kelly is OC in college.
I
don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
I think it's
you think he's a good head coach in the NFL?
Who?
Chip Kelly.
No.
Oh.
I don't think that he's figured it out either.
What you finna say, Zell?
I think if you have a really good D line, you can beat Ohio State. I'm just thinking the way Penn State and Michigan made them look. It made them look very average, man. Very, very.
And what you call it? It's just Marcus Freeman time, man. The Asiatic, you know what I mean? It's just his time. And dude, they got the best two corners I've seen in a long man. Them damn corners is shut down. I'm talking about them boys sticky. And when you got sticky corners like that,
I think I like number 2 and what's their number? But yeah, I like them. But
man, they got like 3 of them. Like they be rotating them boys, man.
You don't think Ohio State gonna be able to complete no passes against them?
Well, they couldn't get the ball to
Smith
number 4 last game against Texas, and I don't know nothing about Texas secondary.
Texas lost, but it's really 2 big plays. It's the screen and the strip. Mm-hmm. They got 14 points on them 2 plays. Like them 2 plays that won't ever happen. If they had them same situation 99 more times, they don't get them 14.
My boy Bree say he got
I see.
Man, I just think it's Marcus Freeman time, and I don't trust Day. So
I like they skills, but I don't like their quarterback, to be honest. Like, I feel like
I like him as a person, not as a
player. I don't like none of these quarterbacks. So I think it's damn near a push. That was the worst quarterback play I've seen in college football in a long time, man.
It's crazy to see that these teams are right here without a Vince Young or Jalen Hurts or like
difference maker like that. We know.
Yeah.
You ain't got no melanin at the QB position in college. What you doing?
In the Final Four. So
a lot of it left though last year.
What is the game, man? That's what I'm like, man. Did I
Martin Luther King, baby?
Hey man, before we go there further, Zach, I thought you was gonna ask me this. I don't know how much y'all know I looked up to y'all, man. Like,
oh well, you told me this before. It wasn't just me; it was all of us.
You, DT James. I was telling a coworker friend about James, I think one day, and she was like, "Why you say your cousin friend?" I was like, "I know it has been over 30 years." I guess.
Hey, you and James be on the game together more than we do.
I guess I can say my friend. No, man. So you talking about 2 memories, right? DT, you might not know this. Zach may not remember. So I don't know when I met y'all.Maybe sophomore year. I don't remember exactly freshman year. I definitely remember all those other years. Being around y'all. Just names. I don't even know what these people look like. They can walk by me today. PT can walk by me today. I have no idea. I just remember being around y'all. Right. I remember, and I tell stories all the time, man. I was like, man, my cousin friend used to date this girl that played for the Cowboys. And her dad used to play for the Cowboys. We used to be all
what's Brown?
Yep.
I
like, man, when they broke up, I was mad. Like, we can't go to the pool no more.
So anyway, Maurice, listen, look here. So my boy Rod used to date this chick, man, and you can just go to her house and kick it like you go with her. Like go swimming, go shoot pool, go do whatever. I bring my cousin over, we swimming.
Yep.
Hey,
Out, man. They were the nicest family, man. They were the nicest people.
That was great.
I'm talking about we over there eating.
Hey,
yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm mad at him for like, nigga, you better bag out better than that.
Hey Mo, we over there setting up the game.
Yeah.
We done plugged up the whole console up in that mug, boy.
Oh my god.
Man, we kicking it all summer. Like that's crazy. I vividly remember.
That was the most time I ever spent in Duncanville.
Oh man, I forgot about all of that. Yes,
I don't think I've been in Duncanville back since.
Mo. Like shit you see on TV, white kids doing. Yeah. That's how we was.
Yeah, they fed us. That was crazy, man. Like this,
so funny,
random people come over there.
Oh man, that's funny.
And kick it.
Yeah. So I grew up like watching y'all, and so I am going to Hulsey, but I want to go to DeSoto. Like I want to say y'all played Carter y'all senior year, right?
Junior and senior.
Playing junior year at the Cotton Bowl, senior year
Texas Stadium.
At Texas Stadium. I want to say
no, that's reversed.
Might have been my 7th grade year, y'all junior year. I am in it was y'all senior year because I'm saying
Cotton Bowl.
No, Cotton Bowl was with Courtney Jackson.
Oh no, man, I'm old because we played them 3 years in a row then because it was playoffs. It was 2 regular season games.
Yeah, sophomore year, Bear Hamsport. Yeah, that's the big game. At,
it was 3 years in a row then.
Yeah. So I am in Woodtown. I am in my hood talking mad cash about how DeSoto gonna be Carter this week. Like, and I'm like, DT, Zach, like Jay, like I'm naming like y'all don't know, man. And they like, nah, man, Chris Lewis, Derrick Jones. I'm like, whatever, man. DT gonna lock them up. Like
that's my dog.
Hey man, I went so hard, man. I think I talked so much noise. There was so many people against me. I think I went home with tears in my eyes, man.
Like you had them boys amped up is what you did. You gave them boys what's that some fodder.
Hey, what I'm gonna say?
Them boys came out.
Hey, look here.
They came out ready.
I scored right for halftime, I think. And then
Daryl scored, and then we gave up one. No. Daryl scored on me early. He got his out the way quick.
Yeah, we didn't come back from that one. But yeah, we had y'all on the ropes. I scored, and then he came right back, bam. And I was
what happened, Z? Right before half, dog. It was CT, the other CT, gave up the touchdown right before half. I never forget. In cover 3, that boy B Brad was hot. Because we never ran zone. Well, I mean, we never ran zone. We were a man zero coverage, and we were like, man, it's only a couple seconds left. Boom, let's go cover 3. Turn and run. This guy,
man, where the film at? I gotta see this, man. I remember glimpses. I remember glimpses, but I don't remember. It's weird. Like I remember like warm ups. Like that's when I can actually remember seeing y'all out there. I remember the one at the Cotton Bowl. That was Zuri. Was it Zuriel?
Yeah, Zuri Buchanan. That was his senior year.
I remember, man, like, why Zach ain't getting about? I remember, so that's why I remember that.
I don't think Zuri started playing running back until like district.
Yeah, it was.
So he went. So maybe that's a different memory then. I remember
he didn't start playing running back to district.
I remember
the first couple of games, because we struggled. The O-line coach left. We had we wasn't the same DeSoto for a couple.
Man, you still got your highlight tape? I know it's years ago.
Man, I don't know nobody who has.
Man, that spin move you hit on the sideline, man.
Oh,
man,
scored hell. I mean, I'm gonna tell you why I didn't though. I surprised my goddamn self. Hey, like for real, Mo, it was smooth. It was smooth as hell, man. I did a little spin move. I was like, damn, like, I mean, it was kind of an out of body experience, man. I kind of lost the moment at that, and they got me from behind. Like, I surprised myself, and that was one of the rare moments because I'm known for having moves. But yeah, that's what happened. God damn it, I'm still thankful.
So man, I looked up to y'all so much, man. I was DeSoto all the way. It's weird now because if somebody from DeSoto talk noise, I talk about how we beat them. Even though at the time I was going for DeSoto.
You have reason to be biased, though, man. I appreciate that love, man. It means a lot.
They laugh last, so they laugh best, I suppose. Yeah, that's how I got my Scally off that game, man. Then we looked at one play.
Both of us.
That man looked at one play. You think you can do this at this level? Well, I'm gonna say no. I mean,
what was the play?
the 2-point play.
Well, I took a pick back.
Oh no, it was a 2-point conversion, wasn't it? Man,
I had to pick up a phone. I was crazy.
You did look fast. Like I remember it.
Hey, you want to know who else looked fast though? Imani Thomas. She was a cheerleader on the sideline. Hey, she was like the referee with them hands. Hey, man. I remember that too. She's still watching.
Yeah, full of that spirit.
Hey, man. Hey, and everybody thought, oh, we're supposed to have 7 points. Yeah, that was a learning experience for them.
They did us dirty right there. They should have gave us some running that far.
But man, I don't even remember the final score that year because that was the only time we had lost to it. Because we
seemed like a
sophomore year, junior year, we won 10-7 junior year, and my senior year we didn't get. And really, in all honest truth, we had got a new quarterback. We wasn't ready. Our quarterback ended up going to Kimball, taking them to the playoffs. And
who did you play in the playoffs?
We didn't make it.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
We didn't make it.
I remember you fighting. Remember y'all fighting. Was it Lakeview Centennial?
That was our freshman year. How do you remember that? What grade you was in?
Was that Centennial? That was Centennial we fought?
It was Lakeview or Lakeview
Centennial?
That wasn't Garland High?
Mo was probably around.
It was probably Lakeview.
Lakeview, then they had Lewis Brown at wide receiver.
Our freshman year, man, I couldn't tell you who played for them.
Yeah, you like 6'6" wide receiver they had over there.
I ain't played defense. Like my first year at DeSoto, I wasn't getting that much shine. I didn't really start doing nothing until
I thought we fought
spring going into our sophomore year.
It was at Garland.
It was at Garland. I remember that thing, boy. People throwing helmets. I didn't fight. I didn't touch a soul. I didn't touch nobody. I'm on the record. I didn't touch nobody. I seen with helmets. I remember somebody swinging a helmet, and I remember being like, the neck, boy, that boy head gonna come off.
Zach hit a white boy in the nose.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You're supposed to be like Kendrick Lamar. He's like,
I would
this is not a record saying that he did it, but ever since that day, I was looking at him different.
I would never forget. I don't know why I remember that, man. That's crazy.
Hey, man,
it was a real brawl, though. It was.
What's the statute of limitations? I think.
How the hell you? Our freshman year? How do you remember that one?
That's 9-2.
Tell y'all, man. I was there, man. I was there for
9-2. Yes, that's 3 decades.
I know that made me like
boys, man.
That year they had that. Garland was a beast that year, though.
I don't know how Garland doesn't have a champ, man. Every Garland,
they were a beast that year.
Except naming fours. Every team was tough, dog.
When did Garland won state one year? What year was that?
99-2000. They won.
Okay, yeah. But that has to make sense because them boys were too good. Like every team had somebody just cold. Every team,
the tight end, some Shannon Hart or something like that, a running back.
Dante Hart.
Yeah, hey, like I'm saying, he went to some Arkansas school. We was in a little combine at North Texas together, competing against each other.
They had them Jamaican twins. Them boys was.
Yeah. I mean, Garland and Mesquite was our competition.
Quentin Waters and Quincy Morgan, man. Randy Duck. I probably could go on and on.
And his cousin. Hey, Zell, you remember Ma Reed that played at New Generation?
Yeah.
That's Maurice's cousin.
Yeah. Oh, really? Chat.
Small world.
Crazy part, man. I never knew, even when I went to Stephen F. Austin, because once I went back to the Oak Cliff area, I didn't even know this boy was coming off the bench. and leading scorer for South Garland. That's how deep South Garland was that year. Like
No.
Blackman, Stan Blackman, Mike Jocks, both of them came from Brian Adams, transferred over there. So them boys was deep.
Yeah. South Garland always been known for good basketball too, because that's where that boy Tyrese Maxey came from. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I always remember South Garland being good for basketball. All right, so let's go to this NFL real quick. You know, y'all boys like the Irish, man. It's gonna be a good game. I'm glad we off. We might have to throw a watch party or something. Before I go to NFL, I got 3 things wrote down. The Manning era has begun. Do we think Texas will be back in this Final Four? Do we think they should have gave him a little more rub?
I wish. I don't know what the receiver room is going to look like. I don't know. You really don't know how anything going to look like with NIL, man. I wish Cook, was it Jante Cook from DeSoto, Jante Cook, whatever. I wish he would have stayed to play with Arch, man. I really, really do.
Is he going to Colorado?
Huh?
Is he going to Colorado?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see where he was going. I just know he left like early. He left like game 3.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. He got in the portal that early?
Yeah, like
he got out of there quick, man.
Yeah. So
he didn't lose no year. So
I'm thinking they would have Arch quarterback. They would have 5 Cook. You know, like a good receiver room. They're losing 2 now to the NFL. So I don't know how the receiver room gonna look. So I don't know, man.
Well, despite the receivers, it's his time. And
I don't think so. I don't think so because I think Texas, like to me this year, this is probably gonna be the easiest SEC road that they had. They didn't really play. They played Georgia, and
you're right.
A bad Florida team. They didn't play LSU. They didn't play.
Florida QB was hurt when he had got hurt the week before.
A decent
Florida went on top of their game this year. They did.
Bad Florida.
A good schedule. So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
and Oklahoma wasn't that good.
They missed LSU. They missed Bama. They didn't play Tennessee. Yeah. They didn't play Ole Miss.
But they're gonna keep their schedule for like 2 years, right?
No.
They're having
every year
because they don't have divisions no more. So there's no East and no West. It's just
the top 2 teams just make
and they make the schedule.
Okay.
No. It's not like high school.
All right. So that's one thing I'm interested in. I'm interested in Dion year 2 without Shador and Travis. We got Salters going there quarterback. I'm just interested to see how everything looks. And then
that's gonna be a good look.
And then this NIL transfer, I want to see how that impacts different schools again, like it did this year for like Indiana, because Indiana, they weren't supposed to be. I mean, I know they made a big jump, and you know they didn't really show up and play like they wanted to. But hey, who can turn their nose down at what they did, turn their collar down at that? So I want to see how interesting this little transfer portal is going to be. So college football is going to be interesting, with the playoffs and everything going into next season. I can't wait till August.
Well, NFL. And until they get some reins on this stuff, it's going to be a crapshoot every daggum year.
And I think they like it like that, though. Because you know why? They ain't coming off no money. Everybody else is just this NIL coming from everybody else. They still making all the money they've been making. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
They're gonna have to. You gotta protect kids from themselves, man. Like every kid I know, even though I know they good, enter the portal, I be nervous just because of the numbers that they say of kids in the portal without a scholarship.
You know where Michael went?
In Carter Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried about him too. So it's just too many.
What else?
Too many kids in there without a scholarship, man.
Right,
man. I don't know. I'm on the opposite side of that, man.
But really, though, Zell,
bet on yourself.
I don't think they had a choice because the coaches are telling them get in the portal.
Well, I don't know. It's a right and a wrong way to do everything, right? I was talking to a parent because because there's a bill in the Senate, on the House floor about whether or not to remove the power from the UIL to let kids go to admitted high school, like just transfer high schools without sitting out in Texas, right? And so, part of what makes Texas unique, and the UIL do be tripping sometimes, but what makes us unique is, for the most part, I watch y'all play together. Like, since y'all were freshmen, if we turn it into like it is in California, where kids go to 4 different schools and play, change what high school sports is. And so I was talking to a parent because we had Louisville High School just went through something where they had like 6 basketball players come in, and like 4 of them got ruled ineligible. And so the conversation was like, well, if that mom want her son to go to Louisville and she can afford to buy an apartment, why can't he go? And I was like, because that's not what high school sports is. I was like, and when you're dealing with young people, man, how many of us can raise our hand and say that we're not a better person because of some type of struggle? If we as parents remove all the struggle from our kids, our young athletes, they not gonna be who you think they are anyway. Like, when they get to that, like, if you trying to find the perfect situation and always, well, you ain't getting playing time, or this coach talked to you this way, and I'm gonna move you. And to me, that's a little bit what the transport portal is. I wonder what happens with all these super talented kids that didn't allow themselves to go through the natural struggle that we're supposed to go through as humans, and jumped in the portal 3 or 4 times, and now you are on the NFL roster and ain't no portal, right? You got to sit here and take this coaching. And so I worry about stuff like that. But I like kids getting their money a little bit. Well, a lot, but just not as. I don't like kids getting their money without proving. I think that's the thing. Like, when we first discussed NIL, I wanted Reggie Bush and Tim Tebow and Vince Young and all those guys we know had millions of dollars made. I wanted them to get their money. I don't know how I like freshmen who haven't done anything get money from a school, go get 2 catches, leave, go get some more money. I don't think it's gonna get us the best product. Like, I don't know if though, I think that's the.
So let me ask you this: How effective do you think the Carson Beck transfer to Miami is going to be?
I don't know.
He ain't good.
Yeah, like I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be like boy that went to Florida State. Like, he ain't finna be an all world that finna change anything, and they bring that on themselves.
So think about this: University of Oklahoma had Dylan Gabriel, benched him so they can play Jackson Arnold. Dylan Gabriel goes to Oregon, is in the playoffs. Jackson Arnold gets benched this year, and now he's going to Auburn. Like,
even before Oklahoma, Dylan Gabriel was at UCF.
Like, what is happening? Yeah, what is happening?
Yeah, it is crazy because now with the JUCO rule, that's gonna change things too.
People think that's gonna really jeopardize the game, because really, people are saying that's the route. If you're a big time athlete, go to JUCO, play 2 years. Now you really only you can play 4 more years if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you could just, you know what I mean? You can now start your 4-year clock as a 20-year-old.
Like, yeah, it's like that's crazy. But how many kids? So what JUCOs are they finna go to? Because it's like, I don't know what they got to offer at JUCOs that they don't at 4-year colleges. Are these kids? What'd you say?
It's a ton of them.
I'm saying what they got to offer better than a 4-year college do.
Lord,
opportunity to play.
Easier entry.
Those scores kids don't have them.
I think what and I know Zeph. I know you coach, Zach. You coached. Mo, we all coached. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There's a big old gap. You have cats up here like your Justin Simmons that now they can go to D1 and start all year, and then it is a gap.
You're right.
These kids
You're
are
right.
underdeveloped, and that's
what
why the
Deion
transfer
told me.
portal
You're
is
right.
crazy
Yeah.
because they have to offer these scholarships, and these coaches are getting these kids, and these kids are realizing like, dang, these cats good, and these coaches are realizing like, ooh, this boy here raw.
Yeah.
So that's what the JUCO offers. I think a chance to go somewhere is small, get some coaching, get some reps, get you some film, go D1, get your bag. I don't mind you getting your bag. They making so much damn money. You better damn pay the damn subjects of people who tune in to watch. I don't tune in to watch Sarkisian, Ryan Day, Nick Saban. These dudes making $10 million a year. I ain't tuning in to watch them. They ain't giving no money back. They leaving when they want to. So on that end, give them their money. But I love it, man. Go play your 2 years of JUCO. You still are eligible for your 4. Develop. Become a player, man. Become a player. It may not work out for you, but shoot, you go to college for 6 years. What you coming out with? Masters, working halfway, 2 masters. Yep.
Well, that's what the fear is that's going to end up being the route. Right?
I don't see nothing wrong with it because that basketball's already there.
If colleges are able to, go get grown men every year, then that's what's going to be left for the high school kids. DT, that's what Deion said. What you said, he said, everybody talks about their recruiting classes and their numbers and their rank. We got number 1 recruiting class. How many of those kids play? 4, 5?
It's a big old.
He said, why not just go ahead and recruit the 5 or 6 that's going to play? And go get the rest out. Go get the rest out the portal of people that you know.
Man, I think I put it like this, dude. This year, my secondary defense, I'm gonna say really damn near the entire team. There's nobody on my entire team that could have started on my high school team. Not one person. I feel like every person that we had in high school on varsity is better than every cat we had on our team. Not necessarily that we just better athletes and that's that cold. Man, we played football, man. We got up in the morning on Saturday and played football. That's
what I was gonna say. Before you ran that pick back against Carter, Zach, before you hit that spin move, how many games of throw up tackle did you play? How many games of tackle in the grass on the sideline did you play? You see what I'm saying? Like you have intuitive skills that you didn't get from a camp. You didn't get from
man, playing ball, man. Tackling, not hitting. You can't hit nobody, ain't got no pads on. But I gotta tackle this dude. When he in the grass, I got to. I know how to go at that thigh board.
Yeah, those are the days though. Hey, because
these kids don't have that. They play pee-wee all that time, and it's a gross underdevelopment, man. Because you got to because pee-wee organized football is a scheme. Yeah, you teaching drills, but more importantly, you learning this scheme more when the game is live. Playing in the yard, I'm getting it. I didn't play center, tight end, QB, running back. I didn't play every position.
Yeah, ball. Yeah, you get your ball skills, your toughness, your angles.
I can snap a ball, Zeph.
So let me ask y'all this: when y'all were in elementary, did y'all have like after school programs where this grade 4A played 4B, 4C played 4D? Did y'all have those kind of things after school at y'all elementaries?
No.
Hey,
I don't remember.
At Humphrey Lee, we competed against the classes. So we was in elementary, you had 4A, 4B, 4C, the different classrooms or whatever. And so after school, them class we played kickball against each other, flag football against each other, basketball against each other, like everything against each other at Humphrey Lee, man. And that was competing. That's when he learned, hey man, you running too much, you doing we got coached then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many years you go to Humphrey Lee?
Like second, third, fourth, like 2 or 3. And then I went to Martin Wise 2, and then I went to Brown. Then I went to Huss, and went to Brown, went to DeSoto. It was like that. Yep. So I got the best of Oak Cliff. I just didn't get to go to Carter.
I remember some Brown game.
I played basketball for Brown.
Yeah.
Should have played.
That was good conversation.
Hey, it's time to go.
Yeah, got to get out of here, man. That was a good story, man. We definitely need to get some more HBCU, collegiate players, man, because just giving us that different viewpoint You know, although I did experience Prairie View, but it was on a master's level, so I really didn't get that HBCU experience. So
yeah.
Black
He's going
people
on the weekend.
Black people are beautiful people.
yeah. Say it again.
I say black people are beautiful people, man. There's always negatives. Sometimes negatives get highlighted, man. But I can say, like, being like, you go to these games, man, like Alcorn versus Jackson State, you got 60,000 people, you know what I mean, in the stands, man, and it's all love, right? Like, that's not nothing you get to hear or see about. 60,000 black people showed up, you know, and it wasn't nothing negative, right? You know, like, you know,
I hear about those PV homecomings, and it's just like trailer homes, like RVs, like it's just like, man, like I want to go experience that too. So yes, like we always hear the negative.
I'm gonna reach out to my boy Dr. Waldo, man. I know you went to school with him. Man, like that's a real dude. Try to get him on the show. Cause man, we met at graduation.
Both of them on together. But yeah, so you gonna reach out to him too.
Yeah, we met at graduation, man. We was the only two Oak Cliff cats there, man. That dude showed me so much love. I say, man, it's a real dude right here.
Yeah, good dude, man. Yeah. I went to high school and college with him, man. Yeah.
So all right, man. Great work, man. Proud of what you do. Talk to y'all boys, man.
Good luck, man.
Yep.
How many years was he ahead of you, Zell?
He was Steven. He 3 years ahead of me.
Okay. So I was 4 years ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Nikki was a freshman. Dang. He was in junior high.
Yeah.
Man. I realized he was
I wasn't going to DeSoto until two things. Y'all wasn't there, right? Felt like I took a school job.
Long on.
Wasn't coming back.
Y'all wasn't there, and then you gonna get over there. I hadn't thought about none of that.
That's funny. Hey, like I said, I was like much like my little bro DT. I had under my wing, man. So yeah, I went off to college and I was bringing him up there. So yeah, man, I'm glad that worked out because like DT's like, man, just think what our football did to us. It got us free scholarship. It got us jobs, you know, our careers. Like it took us a lot farther, you know, than we thought without making the NFL. So yeah, so
yes, sir.
We got a lot of coaches like that.
Think about that though, man. Like I say, the percentages, man. Just we're in such a small percentage. Like we all around each other. So it feels like but most high school kids don't get to go play college sports. It's crazy. It's just crazy, man.
You know why though? Man, these kids are not motivated to do nothing. I be trying to motivate kids. Like I'm a coach. Like, hey man, you don't play no sports. You don't do nothing. You just go school and go home. Man, you boring. Dude, like, man, you coach. No, I don't coach, but you need to go play. But and you know, they don't want to go do nothing.
It is hard, man. Like football, man. So many doors. Like it's hard for me to see my life. Like it's hard for me to see myself here without it, man. Like I don't.
Let me ask y'all this: have y'all seen the PE kids play a pickup game at a basketball? Yeah, it's the trash. Most god awful basketball you have ever seen.
The fact that PE kids it'd be 60-something people in a PE class and about
man, they be traveling. Like I wanted to record it and put it on. Like I was like, I can't do. Like it was so horrible. But back in the day, man, like everybody played little basketball, man. Like it wasn't they didn't know the rules. They was going to. Everybody could hoop. Everybody. Man.
So me and a friend was talking about this. It's so weird, like how much we competed and stuff we naturally did. Go find a kid in 5th grade and 4th grade and ask them who the fastest kid in your school, and they won't know. We knew that easily, right? Right. I knew by grade, right? John's the fastest person in 5th grade, Mudd's the fastest person in 4th grade, Charles Lee the fastest person in like you just I still know to this day.
We had field day. Do they have
we race all the time, yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what these cats do, man. I don't know what these cats do. You know, these people have kind of turned it into, you know, your kid can't be good unless they get in personal training, and so there's so many
That's what
kids, man. It's so many kids, especially them girls, man. They got these girls hoodwinked, man. They paying thousands of dollars for these volleyballs and softballs, and I'm like, man, y'all not gonna go nowhere.
You don't get it back. I asked a soccer mom. I said, y'all done all this traveling. Because now when they go into Arkansas, all y'all go.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what if it don't end in a scholarship? I said, let me ask you a better question. What if you just put all that money up? School would be paid for. You ain't got to play a sport. You already paid for
Hell,
school.
they can walk on.
Yeah.
And get the experience.
You can just be you can put that money in a mutual fund.
And I think those are parents that didn't pay. I don't know. I can't put no label like
Well,
that.
that's what Zeph talked about earlier. Parents not wanting to tell their kids no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know you want to do this. I know you love it, but you're decent at it. Let's go be great at something.
Yeah.
Let's stop having fun and let's go be great. If you're telling me you want to do something extracurricular, then damn it, let's go be great at it.
Yeah.
Let's pick it and be great. Man, it's so many coaching track. It's so many girls, man. I'm talking about volleyball girls riding a pond. They come on out here and do a long jump. What y'all don't realize in track, that's 13 different scholarships. Y'all think about is running and being tired. No, when you're a high jumper, that's all you do.
That's good stuff. I like. I'm about to go. I'm still that. That's 13 different scholarships.
13 different scholarships. When they give you, it's rare that people will run and jump in college, man.
Well, I can't even.
So particular.
So I'm at a school that got a really good girls basketball program, and so.
Yep. And them girls need to come out there and run hurdles. They'll get a scholarship like that.
Why don't you run the 400? Why don't you try to go high jump?
I put them on them 300 hurdles, Z.
Like
300 hurdles.
That's a monster. If
in the off season, they still doing basketball. I'm like, why don't you at least like get on a different surface and give your muscles a break?
No, because they gotta go travel with their AAU team. It just has to be done. They gotta play AAU.
All right, let's transition to the NFL.
Y'all just not smart. But
transition to the NFL. This the only hat I got of the teams that still remain. I don't have to give me a Ravens hat, but who y'all like winning it all, man? Who y'all liking these games? First of all, I'll just say I want the Eagles and the Ravens to make it, and I don't care who wins it out of them two, but that's who I want.
That seems like I would like that too. That sounds fun. From what I'm seeing though, I think it's gonna be Detroit. I just think they're
they're
just on an undeniable path. They got the story to go with it. You know, their best player got hurt at the end. They're still striving.
I don't want them coaches might not all be together either after this year.
Yeah, I think it's Detroit's time in the NFC. And listen, it may be a seismic earthquake up in Buffalo because I think this game right here finna be something silly. These boys finna go at it. This is like they understand because I think both of these teams feel like they want Kansas City because they both can beat Kansas City. I think
yes.
And so I think it's gonna be a bloodbath.
yes, I love it too. Zeph, what you got?
These boys finna go at it, man.
I hope this Lamar Jackson year. I'm tired. And again, man, not to just say I'm a huge Lamar Jackson fan, which I am. What has made me a fan are the racial undertone statement. Like, I'm so tired of it, man. I'm so tired of they letting the running back play quarterback. Like I want him to get him one for that reason. for all of the haters. And not all of the people who like he's just not my favorite guy. Like for the true haters that still exist.
That's like me.
No, no matter how many yards he throw for, like I want him to win one. I hope this is best opportunity as far as team.
Okay, so he's the only person who can confirm this. Did I not say Baltimore need to have Derrick Henry, and that would be a prolific backfield last year before they got him?
Yeah.
I was like, that's because I'm a fan of football, and I'm gonna critique everybody. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm like, for Lamar to be his greatest, we haven't figured that out yet. And I was like, for him to be a great run threat, he needs that great running back threat as good as he is. That's thunder and lightning together.
Man, did you see Mike Tomlin's? Well, did you see the game plan? Like, they decided
There's a game plan.
He would beat us. And they just was letting Lamar, like, just letting Lamar go.
Did you say it was a game plan?
Yeah, that was a game plan. Well,
every play, TJ Watt is gonna chase the damn dive. Y'all are never gonna change who got quarterback ever. It's the NFL.
And it's not like it's Lamar Jackson. Like,
dude, listen, I ain't even put no Steelers gear. I ain't put no Steelers gear on. I watched the game like a regular dude. Normally, I'd have a terrible child out.
We gonna make Lamar Jackson beat us, and he was like, "Okay."
Dude, I'm like, y'all not gonna change fronts. Zay Flowers ain't even playing. Y'all don't want to think about going some man back there and let's crowd this box. But no.
But I love everything Derrick Henry brings to Lamar. I really believe in my heart Derrick Henry is the MVP. I don't think we get this version of Lamar without Derrick Henry. If Derrick Henry don't tote that thing 20 plus times, they not winning because this man averaging half a first down. He averaging half a first down.
Man, that's on Reed.
Guess who breaking their hearts and their wheels and making them think twice about everything? It's Derrick Henry and Lamar. But
this is my perspective, man. Yeah, this is gonna be a game because I don't know. I haven't looked at the numbers for over unders, but I don't see how anybody's gonna stop the other team. I can't figure it out.
Like, taking the over.
I don't. Y'all think that they're gonna stop Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson from finding the end zone? I just don't think so. And Josh Allen, I think Josh Allen is a bona fide winner. He's to me the only person that's really just gone toe for toe with Pat Mahomes.
Both of them. I love everything Josh Allen brings to the table. And his boys have showed up for him this year. Cook done showed up. Shakir done stepped it up. I think Coleman stepping it up. They use Curtis Samuel a little bit more. So, it's all coming together at the right times. And then, they got that little bit of revenge effect too because Baltimore coming to Buffalo this time around.
Yeah.
So
what time is that game? I don't even know when it is. It's gonna be a war.
They're gonna be digging out snow.
Man, I hope that joint is not on Saturday. I'm gonna be kind of upset.
We're gonna have to.
The NFL not that stupid, are they?
But yeah, man, that's all I had, man. I appreciate you coming on, Zeph, man, letting us know about the Black excellence, being a Brave.
Hey, man.
I thought we was gonna talk about the 1% inflation and how this is affecting Bitcoin. We're not gonna get into that.
We can because I sure got a little, money going toward Bitcoin right now. What I got, Dogecoin? I don't know.
Some meme coins.
I sold all my Doge, man, when the market took a turn.
That was a good play.
It was up right after the election because of Elon, but. I wish I had some Bitcoin held on to it. And
okay, they play Sunday. I guess Sunday evening at 5:30.
Your Bitcoin is going up and down, man. It's playing around. They don't want to make us no money.
Well, it ain't. It's long money, man.
Yeah, you gotta let that Bitcoin sit, bro.
I ain't got no choice.
Yeah, let that Bitcoin sit. Yeah, I'm paying Bitcoin like a damn bill, damn near.
Oh yeah,
that's the play.
Shit, that shit go down. All right, throw something off in there, man. Fuck it. Hey, babe, my white boy at work. Hey, man, Bitcoin's on sale. Yeah, shit, I didn't buy more. I just spent more for less.
Okay, that's the play. But yeah, man, Zeph, I sure appreciate you coming on here. I was trying to get Mark on here so we can have a different couple of perspectives, but I'm still gonna get some more HBCUs. I like to hear everybody's story because everybody's story and everybody's perspective is different.
It's all different, man. Like I got plenty of stories, man. I didn't even get into like playing against Robert Mathis. Like
Yes. Tell that story, DT. This is hilarious.
Hey man, Robert Mathis. 2 stories. Robert Mathis is the best player I've ever seen in person, any position. Period. And we knew it was coming. Like they played Jackson State the week before us, and we was watching the highlights. And the coach, like the Jackson State coach, made an interview. They was like, "How was Robert Mathis?" He's like, "Is he around me?" He was like, "Don't say his name." Like,
don't bring him up.
He was doing ridiculous stuff. I meant to go back and see if I can find his stats. Like 5 sacks a game, like 8 QB hits, like just ridiculous. Like no matter what you did, man. Like I credit him. Because I had never heard about it. Every defensive end you see now dips their shoulder. That used to be called the Robert Mathis drill. Like when he was a rookie at Indianapolis, they called that the Robert Mathis. It's like, I don't know where he got it from, but it's almost like he invented it.
That's instinctive to him, man.
And you talking about a 6'1" at the most defensive end playing in the NFL with over 100 sacks. In the year before that, before he had them like 11 sacks his rookie year, he's playing in the SWAC. Like, he's doing whatever he wants.
Talent is talent. Hey, you better recognize it.
So we got Robert Mathis, and my left tackle was my homeboy. Like, we still friends. We still group chat this day. He, so I talk noise. I don't know if y'all met me, but I talk noise when and so he had kind of told me, man, don't say nothing to Robert Mathis. I'm like, man, whatever. Like, I'm gonna talk, but I was like, all right, I ain't gonna say nothing to Robert Mathis. So we would normally like be real loose. Like me and J Mike would get to the sideline and we would be talking about everything. A little football, we'd be talking about the band, like we'd be talking about everything. Like that's just the way we were. Like we were real loose. So we come to the sideline after the first series against Alabama A&M my senior year at A&M. He sit on the bench. I sit down next to him. I'm like, what's up, man? He turned around and looked at me. He said, he faster than our whole team. I was like, huh? He just looked at me. I was like, all right, you talking to J Mike today? So we playing, and now we got all these games, right? We got 2 things. We're going to chip him with a tight end, and me being the center, Robert Mathis is all-time help. If I don't have a nose and there's no blitz, I'm going to check and go find Robert Mathis. Like, no matter, like, this is just what we're going to do. So we're playing. We got a tight end over there. It was a pass play call. I snapped the ball, checked the backer. I look left, and I see Robert Mathis running by the corner of my eye. He's already gone.
Yeah. That BGO was ridiculous.
I turn around, and it's funny because the tight end that's supposed to be blocking him is looking at our quarterback saying, throw that thing, DC.
That's what they call a lookout block.
He said, throw that thing, DC. I'm like, I say, a tight end, we nicknamed him Lil Cat. Yeah, another thing, everybody got a nickname. I say, Lil Cat. How he beat you so fast? I say, look, I think he came inside of you. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I say, look, I think he lined up on your outside shoulder and came inside of you before you got out your stand. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. We put on the tape on the bus. Like before we left the parking lot, the coordinator put the tape in, and this man has came across the tight end face before he like stood up out of his stance and is like going by the corner of my eye before I check and is hitting our quarterback. I'm like, this is like a blur. And he was just like,
he wanted it more. That was Ricky Brooks from O.W. Holmes. Okay,
What'd you say?
What about the story? We had a kid, Ricky Brooks, the DT used to coach, used to get those hatback tackles.
Hatback tackles, boy. My favorite.
But, I think it was a story. You was like you talking noise, and it was to the point that you was talking so much noise that they were like, Man, don't say nothing else.
Don't say, hey man, don't say nothing about man. Don't. That was actually at Giant Stadium. The dude, defensive end for Hampton named Isaac Hilton.
Okay.
Hey man, don't say nothing. I don't care, man. Hey man, I'm coming to the line, and whoever talking back to me is who I'm talking to. And that's another thing I realized. Everybody don't talk. Where I'm from, everybody talk. Like I got the call out. Everybody.
Right.
Some people play.
No, that's an Oak Cliff thing in South Dallas. Because I got a cat that I work with and I used to coach with. I was like, man, people from Oak Cliff and South Dallas talk so much shit. Don't matter what they doing. Playing video games, shooting dice, playing football. They gonna talk shit.
Yeah, cash money too.
It's in my family, man. You can't play dominoes in our family, man. Like
that's dominoes.
Somebody gonna tell you about it, baby.
Yeah. But Rod Hutchins, right? We had practice, and I want to say somehow they wanted us to race, and this is what he gonna say: "I've been wanting to race you." I'm like, "How you been wanting to race me?" We race. He pulled his hamstrings out.
Yeah, man. Y'all.
That's what you do when you're trying to keep up,
man.
When you're trying to keep up, make them pull
Why
up.
you want to race you though? That's what's hilarious.
You know, like I ain't never been trying to claim like I'm fast, but I'm not the slowest.
Hey man, you faster than Rod Hutch.
That ain't nothing.
I'm saying, man, you want to race
on that.
I guess I've seen you my whole life. He hearing about it. So
man, like that's that power. You know what I'm saying? As our coach, you kind of learn the different speeds, man. And some people fast, they don't have turnover. It's just powerful. They just covering, just so much ground. That's kind of what Zach, kind of what you remind me of. Like I would never say you had turnover, but shit, I'm looking at your fucking times. Hey, obviously, your ass got some speed. You know what I mean? Some people look fast. They ain't going nowhere. So.
What's deceptive speed? That's what I have.
Yeah. What'd you say, Zell?
Where you at right now?
Mansfield Legacy.
Oh, okay, you know that.
Mm-hmm. Coach, I'm trying to stay out the way.
Who is y'all basketball coach? Boys basketball coach, Zell?
Nick Securius.
Okay, no, I'm trying. Okay, I had a friend from SFA. He was a basketball coach in Denton. I wasn't sure if it was at your school. I got to get in touch with him. I'm trying to come see him. I'm trying to come see his team play, and then I'm gonna bring him on the show and I'm gonna talk about how the game. Joel Livingston.
I don't know if I know him.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna get in touch with him. But thanks again, Zeph, man.
Huh?
I say thanks again, Zeph. I'm gonna have to send the family some wings instead of Grace this time.
Come on, man. Anytime. I had a work event. I almost asked you to do it. But I was like, no. I was like, they was like, so it's a long story about how I don't do potlucks. I was like, man, I'm gonna bring some of my cousin wings. And then, like, while I was thinking that they asked somebody else to do wings, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna bring Zach wings.
You ain't got to have a long story about not doing potlucks, man. These folks
I love doing potlucks, man. I try if I'm in the office, I'm around these people all the time, man.
Yep, and I'm still checking who bought what, who cooked this.
Yep, whose is this?
Let's put some name tags next to the dish.
So now that I'm like this, people send me videos like that I add to my list. The last video I got, it was 2 videos. This lady set up a camera to show herself cooking something, and like she had like sat the cake down. And she like left for like 20 seconds. Her dog came and like licked. She would. The only reason she know is because it's on camera. Like she would have no idea. The last video somebody sent me, this lady was on Hoarders, but as she's climbing through her kitchen, she's like, "I love cooking. I love doing crab boil." Like she grabbed a pot like from just the top of all the trash and like, this the pot I boil my crabs in. She taking that to somebody.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I still clear.
Well, I don't plan.
I go to the potluck having already eaten.
Well,
I go for the store-bought stuff.
I'm trying to do this summer. This is called shoot before I get off, but I'm trying to get together and go through all the Halos. Who's down? Who wants to go to beat all the Halo campaigns?
you know Zeph down for that. Look here. Look, Zeph, he don't know what you did when college came out. Tell him what you did when college came out.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, I did. I played. I went live and played all the colleges.
All of them.
All of Sega all the way up
today.
To release night.
So yeah, he down to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to.
I didn't get on Halo. See, y'all got me on, so I don't think I got on to Halo 3.
So yeah, that's why we need to go back to Halo 1, Combat Evolved.
Yeah.
And check out the Master Chiefs because they have them on like
on the Master Chief.
Like on the it's yeah. They
okay.
got them all on there except for I think the most recent
let me know we ain't I ain't gamed with y'all in a while with anything, so I'm on.
I don't even have a
that would be bananas though. I can't even lie. I haven't been on the game. Not no fighting game with none of y'all. Not for a while. Probably since Halo.
Co-op, baby. See if we can beat the Arbiter.
Yeah.
We are allies. That's what he used to say.
You shouldn't. We are.
Well, that was Halo 3. That's when they linked up. Yeah. Dude, I bought the damn game. I bought the NCAA and then realized because I bought it online, downloaded it online, then realized I don't even have the damn console to play.
Oh, you gotta get
I spent $60. I can't even play the damn game.
Nah, man, I was ready for that, man. I bought my console like 6 months before. I was like, I don't want them to be sold out. Like, I don't know.
DT, this one little cuz I've never been able to beat him at football games. Like when I went to college, it's like he went to another level. So I come back and I'm playing him, and he's running the ball. He's like, "Oh man, I need to put a smaller running back in there so he can get through that hole." I was like, "Huh? Like you scheming like that? Oh man, that boy's on another level." I knew right then, like, okay, I don't even want to play no more.
Man, I tell people all the time, man, if you be watching me on the Madden bus, if I was in my 20s right now,
I don't even know why you don't, but because man, I ain't never played nobody even play like you played. Like it was crazy. Your ass an offensive lineman, so it was fucking impossible.
Look here though, DT, you put me on NCAA. I mean on FIFA. I put him on. He way better than FIFA.
Hey man,
what division did you get? I mean, he like in Division 2. 1. He don't even play no more.
Yeah, man, but you got them skills though, like for real. But I feel you though. If you was 20, that definitely is a market, because man, your ass is gifted on that, man. It ain't because he'd be like, when you're so good, I just gotta say you're cheating. I mean, I can't explain. I don't know what he doing or how he doing it, but he got.
Well, here's the thing. I know I'm past my prime because I play these young cats now. It's just different, man. I used to grind. Like I used to tell Zach, like I get the new game. I used to go through all the training modes. Like I used to do so much. Now I only have time to play. Like I really do.
Look here though. This is what I told Steve, because I've only beat Steve like one time for like 2-3 times in a row. Like, and he was hot. But I say, like, man, you play so much, y'all like junkies. Like, and he was so offended. But for real though, you and your brother, y'all were like junkies on the video game. And he was so mad for calling them that. But they was cold.
Hey, I'm a gamer, man. I still am. I'm not as good. I'm gonna be above average my whole life, though.
Most definitely. I believe that 100%. But let us know, because I'm down for the Halo.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do that this summer, man. I think that'd be some fun, man.
I'm down.
Beat all the damn Halo. See what it look like.
All right, Zeph, we're gonna have to bring you back on, man, because you talk sports too. So we're gonna get back on when we have the debate.
All right. I got you.
Man. Love y'all, man. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.